Hello guys, thank you so much. Welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful morning that we have in here. I've been reading a lot, been doing a lot of listening, a lot of observation, a lot of research, and today I came up with something that will help the young entrepreneurs move to the next level, even the bigger entrepreneurs, because what we say is that every time you are evolving, every time you develop, and there are ups and downs. When you're talking about ups and downs, we're trying to say that when you're successful, the next thing that follows you is downfall. Every time we say that a downfall of an empire, a downfall of a country, a downfall of a beautiful country, a downfall of a superpower. See, the countries that which are not superpower are fighting to fight the country which is superpower. So this means that every time you're on top of the game, the next thing you're going to be down. The next thing you're going to doing is you're going to fall down. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to be a small entrepreneur, a growing entrepreneur, a planning entrepreneur to listen to me. You can even be the biggest entrepreneur, you can even be the biggest manager, because the points I'm going to talk are really important and really crucial for any entrepreneur. So I'm going to start just from with my number one point. Is before I go to my point, I just want to tell you what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about today is how to dominate the market. How do you dominate your market? How do you go into a place? How do you go into a state? An estate? How do you go into an area? How do you go into a city? And that city is everything is about you. You see, and then you go to the city and everyone knows who is who. I mean, everyone knows who's Bernard. You go into my street, you know Bernard. This is Bernard. You see the grocery. It's written Bernard. You see the bakery. It's Bernard. You see the cyber. It's Bernard. You see the shop. It's Bernard. You see the newspaper vendor is Bernard. You see, what I'm saying is, this is how you dominate the market. You don't even have to be in all these things to dominate the market. You have to be smart. You have to be clean in your game. You have to play clean and safe game, because if you play clean, you're always safe. Even if you're in the middle, even if you're on top, even if you're down, you're ever safe. That's one thing. The second thing is you have to be quick, speed. You have to move like the speed of the lightning. You have to be faster than the speed of the lightning. Because what? Speed is very important, because now we have a developing world. Everything is changing and everything moves faster. You know, just the other day it was 2012, then before it was 2013, then before it was 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2020. What I'm saying is, times moves fast and people are developing. Everything is moving so fast. You realize that things that we didn't even used to know are now very useful to us. Things that we didn't even like, things that we liked now are just a thing of the past now. You see, because time is moving so faster and everything is evolving so fast. So if you want to acquire the market, if you want to overtake if you want to arrest your client, your customer, if you want to grab them to alter you, you have to be faster. You have to deliver beyond their expectations. And how do we do that? How do we deliver beyond the customer's expectations? Number one thing is very important, is speed. Put the client first. Give them the best. Give them fair. I'm not saying you should be cheaper, but I'm saying you should be reasonable. You see what I'm saying? Because yeah, of course, there is always there will always be someone who is cheaper. But what is the quality of their service? Your service, your client should even be grateful that they're paying more to have an efficient, quick service. You see what I'm saying? Because let's say, for example, you're in food business. Someone calls, hello, how may I have a box of lunch, rice, let's say whatever, chips and chicken or something, just something like that. Okay, and you tell them, okay, where are you now? Write the location. Okay, how long do you need your food? In this minute. Okay, just be honest. Okay, don't overpromise. Be honest and stick to that. Give me 20 minutes. In that 20 minutes, you make sure that that time is lesser than the time that you need, and you drop the food earlier. You know, this guy, they will pay more. They will pay plus the cost of transportation. But then, you know what matters there is they have had the food they wanted earlier than they had expected, you see. But if they had called someone and say, okay, it will be cheaper because of this, blah, 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 blah. But then, you know what? They do not deliver. They do not deliver at the time they promised. So you realize that someone is waiting for 2.5 hours for fast food, which makes no sense. See what I'm saying? So that is when we're talking about speed. Okay, then we move to the next one. Dominate your space. When you're in when you're when you're in a branding stage, stay humble. When I say stay humble is nitty gritty things that really matters. So for example, you have to make sure, is the place clean? Okay. So is there a cobweb? Okay. Okay. I'm displaying my stuff. Is anything clean? Is there a dot? Is there something that will make someone think that this is not a serious work? You see what I'm saying? So you have to look which part makes you look bad. Is there, do I need to fabric? Do I need to renovate this? Do I need to do this? Does my carpet look good? I mean, does my coat look good? Is there something? Is there? You see what I'm saying? Do I smell good? Nitty gritty things matters most. So if you take care of the nitty gritty things, the huge things will take care of themselves. That's the part. That's the fact, and that's the secret that most entrepreneurs don't know. So they say, "Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's just a small dot." You see, but that small dot will paint you really bad. You see what I'm saying? Another thing, show love, concern, and at times even mercy. So, one of your employees is sick, show love, show mercy. Do this. I mean, ask them, how do you feel? Do what? Okay, call them. Hello, how are you doing today? Do you take your medicine? Okay, do something like this. Visit them with something. You don't have to have something big to be generous. Just something small. Say hello. I came to see you. I brought you card to wish you well. You see, this guy will feel appreciated. You know what? Every time we human beings have a nature, we're like, you know, we're like the universe. We have a way of reciprocating back of what we're getting. If you love someone, they will love you back. You see what I'm saying? So if you show your employee, your colleague, love, care, tenderness, all these things, if you drop them on your employee, they will reciprocate. They will do it back. When they do it back, you will appreciate it. You will be the big winner. Because, you know, we have an African saying that goes, he who laughs last laughs best. Do you know why? Because you'll be laughing last and you'll be laughing the best. Because you will be happier. You see what I'm saying? So just show love. Do something small to show concern. Just something small. Don't even take 10% of your money, of your salary, of your whatever, of your days earnings. Just take something small, show concern with it. It will bounce back to you in an amazing way, and God will bless you because God loves people like that. Treat them like your family, your colleagues, your employees. Treat them like your family, because you will never let your family go the wrong way. That's one thing. Second thing, you will never take shit from your family. You have to say, no, this is not right, that's right. And you will never mistreat your family. You see, if you treat these guys like your family, always you'll get the love that you'll never even expected. These guys will always be there for you. You see, someone talks bad about you and they don't feel good. Someone talks nice about you and they feel good. You see what I'm saying? They will be there for you. You will have a family where there's no family. Maybe you're working in a foreign land, but when you treat these guys like your family, they become your real family. And the bond sometimes is so strong that when someone is traveling back to their country, you see people crying. You know why? Because it's been like a family. It's been like a brother. This is the thing, guys. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. Show up. Show up. This is something, we have had very, very, very interesting stories about showing up. There was once a woman who didn't have anything. And her mortgage had expired and she didn't have anything. She showed up at an auction and she owned a house. Showing up is an amazing thing. You know, we have these artists. If they don't come on stage, we don't know them. That's what I'm saying. If you're an artist and you don't show up, you don't post your video on YouTube, as I'm trying to do right now, you see, nobody's going to know you. Nobody's going to subscribe to you. Nobody's going to view your videos because you're not showing up, you're not giving out. I mean, you're not using your talent to bring people to get to think what they're supposed to be thinking. You see what I'm saying? So guys, if you are in any field and you want to dominate, you've got to show up. Showing up is what? Showing up is getting out, standing up, taking a shower, looking fresh, looking cool like I do, and going out and doing your thing. When you go out there to do your thing, you're just going to you're going there to sleep. No, that doesn't make no sense, guys. So the thing is, you got to show up, you got to do the things, you got to hustle, you got to do the things. You got to go faster, not even hard. You know, these kind of things have changed. You have to go faster because now technology is doing a lot of things. You know, technology is doing more harm than good. It's doing more good than harm. That one will remain to them, the debate people. But what I'm saying is, you've got to move faster this time. But when you show up and you move faster with a speed that is faster than that of lightning. Okay, so the next thing, very important thing, be there. Because let's say people are discussing business matters, you see, stock exchange. People are trying to be a decision maker. How do you become a decision maker? By showing up. You show up, then you can make a decision. How do you make a decision in a meeting that you didn't even attend? It makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? So that means that showing up is the most important thing when you want to dominate your space, when you want to dominate the markets, when you want to get the customers to come your way. You've got to dominate the market. You've got to look which one, who is doing what, and in what way. How can I better it? How can I do it better? How can I make people to always ask me, why have I closed if I closed? How would I let people to miss my services? You see, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as a vendor, you see what I'm saying? As a bakery man, as a bakery, as a chef, you see what I'm saying? Everything you do, ask yourself, what is it that I need to do to make people to come back even more? But one thing I want to tell you guys, mistake that most people make is that you try to bring down the price so that you can win the clients. But I'm telling you, you're doing this, but you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to create more liabilities in your business, because then you have less money to run your business. But if you keep your services the standard, and you keep your prices at the best level that you have, I'm telling you, you're going to do good business. Because trust me, if you say that people want cheap things, of course, you'll never miss that. Clients always love a negative. Everybody wants a positive on their side. If you want to put a negative in your side, I'm not saying anything with you, man. But I'm telling you that you're gonna suffer that by yourself. Because the truth is, if you're supposed to get $500 and you're getting $300 just because you want to hurt some other producers, maybe you're gonna be running the market for this moment, but after some time you're gonna run out of cash and you're gonna cry. You're gonna wonder why. Because I'm telling you, any plus to business is very, very, very important. It makes you stable as a business person. You know, business is a separate life. It gives that business life. It makes it glow. What I'm saying, yes. But if you want to reduce that, you're making the business to shrink, which is not good for the business. It's not even healthy for the business. So I'm not asking you to reduce your prices. I'm asking you to create a price that is affordable, yes, for your clients, but not too high, but at least affordable, but not too low. Because if you go too low, then you're gonna hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my second last point: where there is a way, there's always a will. If you wake up in the morning and you want to show up, I'm telling you, God is not gonna leave you empty-handed. If you say, God, this is my hand, please bless the work of my hand, God is gonna bless you. God is gonna open the windows and doors. He's going to pour out all his blessings. Just provided you want to show up. Provided you want to go to the speed that the clients are missing out there. You know, the client miss the speed. Clients are there. The money is there. I'm telling you guys, there's no place without money. If you want to know this, there's no place without money. Look, just go. If you live in any country, just go to the street. Look at the type of vehicle that people drive out there. Okay? Look at the type of the houses that people build. You see? Look at the type of clothes that people wear. And you know there's money everywhere. Wherever you come from, there is money. You don't have to go even out of your country. There is money everywhere. The only thing is, you've not known how to dominate the market to acquire it from the client. Money is somewhere. Not even somewhere. Money is everywhere. I'm telling you, money is everywhere. Go, look, look at, for example, me, yeah? You can say I'm dressed like a CEO or whatever. But I'm telling you this is true. Money is everywhere. What you do is, what I'm telling you is, you just got to open your eyes and open your head and see. See what I'm saying? Take a look at it and you're going to get it. Otherwise, guys, I just want to wish you a beautiful evening. But before that, I'm going to go to the next point. Before I move to the next point, I'm going to say something. Once you're ready, the doors will open. You see, once you're focused, a way just pops up. Yes. And the thing is, no one is going to come to take your hands and put money on it. No. No one is going to help you survive. No one is going to help you feed your family. And you know what? You're supposed to have a family, and that is because that's how you're going to pay your parents. You have to also select children and also take care of them the same way your parents did, and they took care of you. This is how you're paying your parents. I'm telling you, you can give your parents everything, but if you don't get a child and raise them like your parents did, you're not paying them. But so the thing is, if you're ready to dominate your market, you're ready to show up, you're ready to move fast like the speed of lightning. And I'm gonna move to the next step. Reduce sleep. How do you dominate the market when you wake up at 10 a.m.? Oh, I'm tired. Is the sun out? And you don't know, man, because the sun is already out and you're still sleepy. And you know, you can't blame nobody for it. So the thing is, you have to reduce sleep. You can't sleep at work. Number one, the biggest offense ever. Because if I come to your shop and you're sleeping, I feel like this is somebody who's been forced to work. This is someone who's just sitting there and is bored and is not, or somebody who lacks motivation. You know, when you sleep at work, it feels like the best thing you can do is just to sleep. It feels like you have something better to do than staying at your shop there. Yes, man, how can you just afford to sleep even 2 minutes? How can you even afford to sleep even 2 minutes? When you're sitting in your store, man, you can look around, see what is not done, do it. Look, you see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you've got to reduce sleep. This is very important. You've got to find a way. You've got to create a chance for yourself. Okay, my last point is you have to plan your day. Yeah, if you plan, you're able to put things to fall into plan, things to fall according to how you want them to be. Because the thing is, if you are not planned, you are just going, you know. It's like having a notebook and it's blank and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to start to, and you don't know what to do next, and you don't know what to do next. So you just be seated and you're waiting for calls. Someone to give you or tell you where there's a party, tell you where there's a wedding, and you're just ready and you're just going. You know, someone doesn't just come, hello, hey, we're going for a party. Hello, yes, so did you tell me that there was going to be a party? Yeah, you didn't tell me, so thank you. I'm sorry, but I have to plan myself. Everything I do, I am organizing. Yes, so sorry, I can't come with you to this party. Hello, there's yes, okay, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for telling me, but maybe next time you told me earlier, and maybe we can see what we can do about it. You see, you don't just go to things. You don't just get invited once and you go there once. You know, someone will say, what is this kind of guy? I mean, you don't even have things to do. You know, this is how it feels like. Someone says, oh, we're having a drink, please come over. And you're like, hello, I just arrived because you told me to come over for a drink. What? I told you to come over for a drink? What if I was joking? What if I was just saying, I wanted to see how busy you are? Maybe you're not busy. I just want to know what kind of person you are. So the thing is, guys, when we are planned, there's no way someone else is going to call me. If I plan A, B, C, D, and you want to call me for F, and I don't have it in my plan, I'm sorry. I'm going to cancel it because it's not in my plan. If I finish my A, B, C, D, if I finish all my plans, and then maybe I have a place for F, and then you call me for F, then that makes a little sense. I will tell you, I didn't plan for it, but since you brought it up, let me see what I can do about it. And then you don't just move until they make a second or third call. I say, hello, are you coming over? I say, oh, I'm telling you, let me see on my schedule what I can do, what I'm not done. So when I'm done with all my things, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. If I'm going to come, I'm going to let you know. If I won't be able to make it, I'm going to holler at you too. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. It's amazing, guys, to be here to talk to you guys, to tell you, well, how we can dominate the market. Tell you the truth that the money is just there. Money is everywhere, man. People have money, man. You know what I'm telling you? Thank you so much, guys. That's all for today. Have a wonderful, blessed, beautiful day. Salute. Asante sana. So guys, kindly don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.